Today's breaking news. Robyn Brown has been arrested by police. So today, Christine Brown has revealed all the secrets of Sister Wives.
I am Rose, and I'm from Fox News. Why did you arrest Robyn Brown?
Because of Robyn's conspiracy, Kody divorced his wives. You'll learn more later.
Can you say something about Robyn Brown?
Kody found his queen, or so he claims, while other wives just play his games. Robyn reigns.
Robyn weeps, Kody grins. He lost the rest to ego's sins. Love's not shared sight, just who wins.
My children didn't give me a place to stay. Sisters, because you share my videos, I can eat 3 meals a day. God bless you. Sisters, Next Gossip is my own channel. Please subscribe this channel and share this video, please. God bless your child.
Look at that. Very proud of you. Here we go. The camera also shines a light. I saw the funny expression I make when I'm shocked. I decided my clothes were frumpy, and I realized I've spent years saying, "It's fine," on repeat. It's fine because I'm angry and don't have the words for it. It's fine because it's not worth the effort to explain. It's fine, though I might be doing my best to hold the family together while feeling overwhelmed. It's fine because that's what I've been trained to be. Fine, small, not a bother. These words, spoken by Christine Brown, do not just reflect her emotional state in the moment. They signify a long-suppressed internal battle, years of deference, and a legacy of generational silencing. What she reveals in that single reflective monologue is a profound moment of self-awareness. Her realization that she has been conditioned to minimize her needs and feelings under the guise of peaceful submission is the very foundation of what many women, particularly within patriarchal religious systems, experience. I'm certain I come from a long line of women who have said it's fine. This haunting recognition captures both the collective silence and survival tactics of women in polygamy. The book she is preparing to release isn't just a memoir. It's a confrontation of deeply rooted indoctrination, and that is no small feat. For someone like Christine, who is descended from both sides of a family tree, tied tightly to the polygamist Apostolic United Brethren, AUB, detangling herself from the belief system is akin to pulling her identity apart. Christine Brown didn't just marry into polygamy. She was born from it, raised by it, and trained to preserve it. Among the Sister Wives cast, Christine is arguably the one most steeped in the polygamist tradition. While Robyn and Mary had some connection to the practice, their roots don't go as deep.
Sister Wives Christine finally admits the biggest lie of the show: Robyn is over forever. Robyn's parents were converts. They entered polygamy from the mainstream LDS church, meaning Robyn and her siblings were the first generation to grow up in that belief system. Mary's father became polygamist when she was 5 years old. In contrast, Christine's lineage has the Allred name, a name synonymous with polygamy in the Intermountain West. Her paternal grandfather was Rulon Allred, a murdered prophet of the AUB. Her father, Rex, carried that legacy with him. On her mother's side, things are equally interwoven. Christine's maternal grandmother, Anna, was a LeBaron. Her mother, Annie, came from the infamous LeBaron family, a family known for their extreme sects in Mexico. That makes Christine a descendant of multiple powerful, intermarried polygamist dynasties. Her maternal grandmother married her own great-uncle, Owen Allred, brother to her grandfather Rulon. These interconnections weren't rare in fundamentalist circles, they were strategic, meant to secure bloodlines and preserve religious authority. When Christine talks about realizing that it wasn't fine, she's talking about unraveling centuries of doctrine, loyalty, guilt, and fear. And what she's doing by publishing a memoir isn't just giving her fans insight into her marriage or TV drama. She's publishing a declaration of apostasy, a rejection of the belief system that formed her identity. In fundamentalist polygamist sects, to leave is to be lost. From childhood, followers are taught that those who leave will be spiritually destroyed, cut off from eternal family, and considered apostates, dangerous individuals who must be avoided. Christine would have been raised hearing those teachings, absorbing the lesson that to walk away from her religion was to risk hell itself. So leaving was not only a risk to her social world and her marriage, but to her eternal soul, in her upbringing's terms. The people who leave don't just battle regret or fear, they often lose their entire support network. Some family members refuse to speak to them. Friends turn their backs. Churches publicly condemn them. And because these communities are so insular, there may be no outside friends to turn to. Christine has acknowledged that since her departure, some family and former church members won't speak to her. Others are cautiously supportive. But she understands they were all taught the same doctrine. To associate with someone who has rejected the faith is, in their minds, to risk one's own damnation. And now, Christine is not only leaving, she is speaking out, publicly. Many of her fans might expect gossip, the juicy behind-the-scenes confessions about Kody Brown and Robyn, about the breakdown of their plural marriage. But the excerpt she read suggests something much deeper. It's a story of reprogramming. Of seeing herself not as broken, but as constructed. Not flawed, but molded. That doesn't happen overnight. And it doesn't come without pain. What makes Christine's story so important isn't that it's rare, it's that it's typical. Her experience represents hundreds, maybe thousands, of women whose lives have been shaped by the commandment to be fine. To serve. To obey. To suppress. It reflects the deeper issue at the heart of fundamentalist polygamy, a system that tells women they are sacred by being silent. That their worth comes through sacrifice, and that doubt is rebellion. That's what makes this memoir an act of rebellion. Not because Christine is being cruel or vindictive, but because she is refusing to pretend. Her declaration that she might be doing her best to hold the family together while feeling overwhelmed is not a complaint, it's a revelation. It's what so many women do, often invisibly, until their bodies, minds, or marriages collapse under the weight of that invisible labor. What Christine's journey shows is that leaving such a tightly controlled environment requires not only the physical act of leaving, moving houses, separating from a partner, changing routines, but also the mental and emotional emancipation from beliefs that were never hers to begin with. That's where this story likely mirrors others like Jill and Jinger Duggar, who have also published books about leaving their fundamentalist roots. Though the faith systems differ, the Duggars were in the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, Christine in AUB. The internal journey of realizing that your belief system was built on fear and control is a shared trauma. In each of these cases, what becomes clear is how complicated leaving can be. There's rarely a clean break. People are left behind. Relationships fracture. And even after leaving, many carry the emotional residue for years. Guilt doesn't vanish with a decision. Fear lingers in the mind even when the physical danger is gone. Christine's public journey, shared through television and now through her own words, adds a crucial layer to the ongoing dialogue about women in religious fundamentalism. For years on Sister Wives, viewers saw her smile, laugh, make jokes, raise children, cook meals, always seeming cheerful. But behind those moments was a lifetime of being told to be agreeable, to not question, to sacrifice. Her narrative now turns toward reclaiming the self she lost under layers of doctrine and family duty. Her courage in publishing a book like this should not be underestimated. For those still inside, it's a warning. For those who've left, it's a beacon. For outsiders, it's a glimpse into the emotional complexity of escaping something that once felt like destiny. And even now, as she gains fans and supporters for her brave stance, Christine still walks a path with shadows. She may face rejection, backlash, perhaps even fear from those still inside who see her story as dangerous. But the risk she is taking speaks volumes about the transformation happening inside her. When she says, "It's fine because that's what I've been trained to be," she is not just exposing her own history. She is holding a mirror to generations of women before her and, maybe, opening a window for those still looking for the door out. It might look like on TV that everything is polished and perfect, but behind the scenes, there are tears, arguments, and moments of raw emotional chaos that don't make the final cut. It's easy to get caught up in the curated version of reality shown to the public, yet what Christine Brown is about to share through her upcoming book promises to strip that illusion away. What she's offering isn't just a recap of her televised life, it's an unmasking of what it truly meant to leave the only world she had known, a world that demanded silence, loyalty, and constant self-denial. While the viewers of Sister Wives often expect full transparency from the cast, especially from Christine due to her central role and her clear break from the family, there needs to be a reminder that real life isn't owed to an audience. Her story isn't meant to satisfy curiosity or serve as entertainment. It's something much bigger. It's about taking control of her own narrative and being vulnerable about the cost of doing that. She may not give every detail people crave, every word, every secret, every betrayal, but she's giving something that runs much deeper, a look at her emotional, spiritual, and psychological unraveling. There's a long list of books already out there from people who have left polygamy. One example is Kristen Decker's account of her life in the Apostolic United Brethren, the same group Christine comes from. Kristen's story gives a powerful voice to what women endure in a system that keeps them subdued and submissive. Her brother Jay recently published a memoir from a male perspective, offering insight into what it's like for men who aren't naturally dominant or controlling to exist in a faith structure that practically demands narcissism. He explains the mental strain of having to be in charge of multiple women, the conflict that arises when the system rewards detachment and ego, and how that distortion can destroy a man who doesn't fit the mold.